Welcome to this explainer. I'm your host here at Vital Elixir, and today we're diving into something absolutely crucial for those of us 55 and older who want to keep our strength, mobility, and independence going strong. We're looking at some fascinating research on mitochondrial health and recharging your cellular energy after 45. Look, if you're feeling constantly exhausted lately, I want you to know right off the bat that this midlife fatigue is not just some inedible part of aging that you have to quietly put up with. It's actually a microscopic issue happening deep inside your cells. And the best part? It's something we can actively and safely support. We're not talking about quick fixes here, just honest, science-backed information on how to help your body's natural energy thrive. So let's talk about a really relatable problem. Does your battery just completely die by 2 p.m.? Picture an older smartphone. You know how the battery just absolutely refuses to hold a charge anymore? It shuts down mid-afternoon, no matter how long you left it plugged in the night before. Well, if you're over 45, your body might physically feel exactly like that old phone. You get a solid 8 hours of sleep, you have your morning coffee, but by 2 p.m., you are just utterly drained. And you might be thinking to yourself, well, I guess I'm just getting older. But the science tells us a totally different story. That exhaustion isn't in your head, it's physically happening right now at a cellular level. Let's break down the 3 physical signs that indicate your body is biologically running on empty. First up is that notorious 2 p.m. crash. This isn't just feeling a little sleepy after a heavy lunch. It's a profound lack of energy that another cup of coffee simply won't fix. Caffeine just blocks your brain's sleep receptors, you know? It doesn't actually give you real energy. Second is muscle weakness and slow recovery. Maybe you do some light gardening or carry a few groceries, and suddenly your legs feel like lead and you're sore for days. And third, brain fog. Your brain only makes up about 2% of your body weight, but it hogs 20% of your total energy. When your cells struggle to keep up, your brain is one of the very first places to show it, which leads to those incredibly frustrating memory lags. To figure out why this happens, we have to look under the hood. Inside almost every single cell in your body, you have these tiny engines called mitochondria. And the National Institute on Aging confirms that as we hit our mid-40s and 50s, these little cellular batteries can start to wear down. Their main job is to convert the food you eat and the oxygen you breathe into ATP. Think of ATP as the literal energy currency of your body. It pays for everything you do. It's actually pretty amazing because high-demand organs like your brain, your heart, and your muscles are absolutely packed with these mitochondria. So naturally, when these tiny engines get a bit sluggish, your whole body's gonna feel heavy. Now, if you're dealing with deep fatigue, there's a really important link we need to discuss regarding statins. But before we get into the nitty-gritty of how this works, we absolutely have to talk about safety first. Statins are life-saving medications prescribed to prevent heart attacks. You should never, ever stop taking a prescribed statin or any other heart medication without speaking directly to your cardiologist or primary doctor. Any medication changes always need to be guided by a pro. Our goal today is just to give you the information so you can have an honest, informed chat with your doctor at your next checkup. Okay, so let's look at how these medications actually work inside you. Statins do a great job by blocking a specific enzyme in your liver to stop it from producing cholesterol. But here is the biological catch. Your body uses that exact same biochemical pathway to make a vital nutrient called coenzyme Q10, or CoQ10. Because that pathway gets blocked to lower your cholesterol, your body's natural production of CoQ10 inadvertently drops right along with it. And here's why that drop is such a big deal. CoQ10 acts exactly like the spark plug that helps your mitochondria generate that ATP energy we talked about. Without a spark plug, the engine just can't run right. Both the Mayo Clinic and the American Heart Association acknowledge this connection. They note that statin-induced CoQ10 depletion is a major reason why some folks experience muscle aches, weakness, and severe fatigue. It's just a classic example of a life-saving medication having a ripple effect on your day-to-day energy. All right, here comes the empowering part. You do not have to accept this exhaustion as your permanent new normal. There are practical, science-backed steps that may help you recharge those batteries. First up is replenishing your Q10, but listen closely because the form you buy matters a ton. At the store, you'll see 2 types. Ubiquinone is the standard form. It's cheaper, sure, but as we age, our bodies find it much harder to actually convert and use. What you really want is ubiquinol. This is the active antioxidant form. It's highly bioavailable, which just means it gets directly into your cells to support those struggling engines. Of course, if you and your doctor decide a supplement makes sense for you, look for ubiquinol. And remember our safety rule. Q10 can interact with blood thinners like warfarin and might lower blood pressure, so please check with your doctor first. Step 2 isn't just about supporting the engines you already have. It's about actually building brand new ones. Your cells can grow fresh mitochondria using specific cofactors. Think of a nutrient called PQQ, like a fertilizer. It literally stimulates your DNA to grow new mitochondria. Then you pair that with alpha-lipoic acid, or ALA, which is a master antioxidant that protects these shiny new engines from getting damaged. And the best part? You can get ALA naturally just by eating deeply colored antioxidant-rich plants. Things like spinach and broccoli are absolutely fantastic sources of this stuff. Step 3 brings us to a magic number, 150. Look, we have to be honest. You cannot supplement your way out of a sedentary lifestyle. The absolute most proven way to physically build more energy-producing engines in your muscles is through 150 minutes a week of steady-state Zone 2 cardio. Now don't panic, we aren't talking about running marathons here. This is a low-intensity effort, a brisk walk, a leisurely bike ride, or some swimming. And our 4th step is the 12-hour cellular cleanup. If we are constantly snacking from dawn till dusk, our mitochondria are working overtime. They never get a chance to repair themselves. By finishing your last meal around 8 p.m. and waiting until 8 a.m. for breakfast, you're giving your body a 12-hour break. This overnight fast triggers a natural cleanup process called mitophagy. Basically, your cells go on a hunt for old, damaged mitochondria and recycle their parts to build healthy new ones. It's like taking out the cellular trash while you sleep, so you wake up with fresh, clean engines. Let's wrap this all up into a simple, actionable daily routine that you can realistically start using. Number 1, if you supplement, check your CoQ10 to make sure it's ubiquinol, assuming your doctor gives the green light. Number 2, throw some more antioxidant-rich plants like spinach onto your plate for that protective ALA. Number 3, aim for a 30-minute brisk walk every day to build those new engines. And number 4, give your digestive system a 12-hour rest overnight to clean up the cellular junk. These are all gradual, sustainable habits that put you back in the driver's seat of your own vitality. Your body is just a beautifully adaptable machine. When you give it the right support, it really can respond and bounce back. I want to leave you with something to think about today. What is your current go-to strategy for getting through that 2 p.m. crash? Could it be time to swap out that extra cup of coffee for a quick walk? Or maybe a conversation with your healthcare provider about your cellular health? Remember, always chat with your doctor before making any big changes to your routine. Thanks so much for joining me for this explainer on Vital Elixir. Keep taking those small, positive steps for your health, and I'll catch you in the next one.
Thank you for your time. Subscribe for more health education. Like the video and share it to help others stay informed.